in the 9th round. I mean, so there's just more of those guys that are available late. Conversely, the guys that I'm getting late in the pitcher standpoint would be guys like Quintana, Gibson, and Darvish, or outfielders Malik Smith, Conforto, Gurriel, and Meadows. So you can see that there's just, I don't know, if you go do that $12 best ball tournament, I would save on your infielders and go heavy on your pitchers and outfielders early.
Right.
So Chris, explain what this is.
Hold on just a minute, Andrea. Chris, something's not right here. Something's not right with our broadcast.
What do you mean?
I drank. I popped a.
Wait, you don't have any liquor? That's a problem. How can you be a beer show?
Oh, yeah. There it is. I poured my beer.
Okay, well, that's good.
I knew we had a problem. I'm sitting at a bottle that wasn't opened.
I mean, you're the one that made the rules to this shindig.
I know. That's what I said. Yeah. So I have a North Coast Brewing Company out of California, and I'm drinking an Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout.
I got a Bell's Official. I opened it up. I've had about 2 or 3 of them. I've got a Jackie O's barrel-aged honey cacao vanilla stout thing in my fridge.
Yes. And, I might be going down to brew with Jackie O's here coming up.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, just, send me something.
Oh, it's halfway to Florida. You can just meet me there.
It's not, but
it's
that's
not,
cool.
But
it's halfway to Mark.
What's up with Ozuna? I got to find out. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're all right.
So Ozuna, I actually picked him up in my best ball draft on accident. I picked him up in the 9th round. I think he's going pretty late because of injury concern. But what the best ball is, Andrea, is on Draught.com, you get 18 spots. I usually go 6, 6, and 6. You get pitchers, infielders, and outfielders. And then your top 3 players from each position each week are used as your scoring. So you don't have to do any roster moves or worry about that. You're just going to get your top 3 guys in at each spot.
Where do I sign up for this?
Go to Draught.com.
Okay, I've never been there, but I know that we were advertising for it on Sirius for a while.
And it's a $12 tournament, 5,000 people, 5,000 to first place. And you can do smaller tournaments, just 10 and 12 person tournaments. But the big one, you have to win your league the first week, and then there's like 4 different rounds. So you'll have to redraft after the first round, which will go for like 2 months or so, closer to the end of the year. But you can do ones where you don't have to redraft, and that's like 10 or 12 people. But I like playing the big tournaments just because that's what I like to do.
You can sign in with FanDuel, dude.
No,
you can actually sign up with FanDuel here at this Draught.com.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Are they affiliated, or are you affiliated with Draught, or do you just play there?
Nah, we just play.
I'll just play there.
Nobody pays us anything, Andrea. It's fine.
Oh, just checking. We just checking because
this is true. All right. So after Chris Bryant there, we got Lenny taking Charlie Blackmon in the outfield, and Meckard taking Paul Goldschmidt, Alberto Mondesi to Aloha, Xander Bogaerts to Dan, Starling Marte to Lucas, Aaron Nola finally gets picked up by new Team 5, whoever that is, and we're back at the turn again with Cha-Cha selecting Juan Soto and then Fernando Tatis Jr. I like those picks.
Yeah, so Danger, listen to these teams. Tell me what you think. I know I sent you the one.
I didn't look at it, I'll be honest.
You're a terrible friend.
I am.
So I got Blake Snell, Bieber, Boyd, Darvish, Gibson, Quintana as my pitchers. I've got Freeman, LeMahieu, Polanco, Chapman, Simeon, and McNeil as my infielders. Betts, Brantley, Meadows, Gurriel from Toronto, Conforto, and Malik Smith as my outfielders.
I like it.
Now,
you really like Marcus Simeon.
For the point total and when I'm getting him in the 13th and 14th round, absolutely. I mean, his output has been that of some of the guys that you can pick up in the 4th and 5th, so I just think it's a value thing.
Okay. Points.
Now, it's best ball, so it's not a roto, so it's a little bit different.
Our first reliever taken, Josh Hader, taken by Aloha Fantasy, and let's see, round 4, pick 5.
So now this other team is questionable in the pitching. I've got Snell, Minor, Lester, Gibson, and Bundy. And then I've got infielders Arenado, Bell, Bryant, LeMahieu, Tatis, and Escobar. And then I've got Ozuna, Davis, Eloy Jimenez, Riley, Soler, Mazzara, and Gordon.
Yeah, I like them all.
It's going to be tough in the pitching standpoint. I'm going to
Yep.
need John Lester to be super lucky Lester the rest of the year.
That's probably true. All right, Andrea, you are one pick away from being your pick. Just a friendly reminder.
Thank you very much for that. I do
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
So at the turn, we had Soto and Tatis. It is now Andrea's pick. Then we had Benintendi, Rendon, Pete Alonso, Home Run King, Josh Hader, Walker Buehler, Ozzie Albies, Rhys Hopkins, Rafael Devers, and Steven Strasburg, which leads us to Andrea.
Okay, it's my turn, yes. I'm going to take a quick overview here. Okay. Hold on a minute. This says projected. I'm really not trying to have projected. Please,
Yep,
don't fuck.
30 seconds. 30
yeah,
seconds.
I know. I got you. Okay. Oh shit! It just like froze on me or something happened. What happened? Shit!
You're
That really.
trying to sort, weren't you?
It's a bunch of. Yes, I was trying to sort. What the hell is that about?
These things always do that.
Oh, it's bullshit. I have somebody in my queue. It's a pitcher.
Oh, Mike Clevenger. Double down on Cleveland pitching. I like it.
All right, here we go.
Fine. Everything's fine.
You know what? I was like, I should move some.
All right.
Down
Chris,
since I don't need them.
Chris, we need some bats. What are we going to do here? We've got guys like Rizzo, Chris Davis. Josh Bell is gone. We've got guys like George Springer. We've got Vlad Jr., Chris Davis, Suarez.
I like Springer. So guys like
Pham.
Freeman.
We got Mitch Haniger. We got Marcell Arzuna.
And I like Pham. It's hard to say. I like Springer, Pham.
Let's take a shot on Springer. Let's start with Springer and start our clock new here. All right, we got another minute to figure out what's next.
Maybe a guy like Max Muncy, if he's available.
I haven't seen Muncy picked, so he's there. Pham's there. Let's see. Anybody else that pops out to me? Not really.
I mean, Elvis Andrus is a good pick.
Muncy's there. We could take a Muncy.
Muncy, Mondesi, Andrews. Those are all guys that I would look at if they're available. It's really hard for me in context to switch to a Roto League thought process because I've been thinking points all day. So now I'm sorting, looking at different things and trying to give you data. But some of these guys are being drafted so late in best ball that I'm like Andrews is in the 15th, 16th round. So it's like, do we take him that early? But I mean, I think he's a good pick.
Well, we selected Max Muncy. So we're looking at Max Muncy in our infield, Christian Yelich and George Springer in our outfield, and pitchers of Blake Snell and Chris Sale. And Andrea is on the clock again.
Okay, here I go. So, I just want to take Franmil Reyes so bad. But I'm not. I'm going to take my boy. Ooh. I have 12 seconds.
Was that Shitane? Ooh.
Yeah.
Jose Abreu, selected by Andrea. All right, now that I've figured out how to sort these things better, it might be easier to talk to you, Chris.
Don't sort, dude. Don't sort, or you will have problems. I was going to take Gary Sanchez so quickly, and then I saw his batting average, and I changed my mind. Mm-hmm. So Gary Sanchez went right after mine.
Yes,
Lucky you that I chose
Luis Castillo.
Yeah, he's good if he could just quit walking people.
For sure.
You know who has stopped walking people? Yu Darvish has stopped walking people.
Does he strike out people though?
Yeah. I mean, he's worth a late pick. I wouldn't pick him as early as he was going with his preseason hype, but I'm not sure why he had preseason hype. But he did. I think it was Doug that hyped him up, and I bought in.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm pretty good, man. We've got a good average going. We've got good home run strength with Muncy and Yelich and Springer. Stolen bases with Yelich is good. We've got a good balance here. What do you think we should be looking for next? I mean, I know Andrea's here, but we're all friends. It's fine.
I think a couple of the guys that you could look at that, and I don't know. So I like Jonathan VR. I like Elvis Andrus, and I like Malik Smith, to kind of monopolize the stolen bases. But each one of those guys has, not Malik Smith, but VR and Andrus both have power. They both hit home runs, not a ton, but enough. Mm-hmm. And they both have really good averages. So, like, Andrus is batting .303, VR 259, Malik Smith is 238. Home runs are all about 8 to 10. The thing is, with Andrus, he gets to play, in that park in Arlington as it gets really, really hot and that ball starts to fly. So that would be a guy I'd be interested in. The other, the one category I struggle the most in is always runs. I feel like if you hit home runs, you're going to get runs, but that's not always the case. So let me sort by runs. And look, my boy, he's right there. Marcus Semien.
Yeah.
You got to not draft Marcus Semien right now.
But, I mean, look at it. He's got 61 runs scored, 14 home runs, 48 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, hitting .271. I traded him in one of my leagues. I traded Tim Anderson for him. Oh, my God, I'm a genius.
Why? Isn't it kind of the same guy, really? They both do the same thing, don't they? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, Tim Anderson only does it the first half of the year, and then he sucks the second half of the year. He's like a Mark Trumbo clone in that respect, and he's also on the DL right now.
I believe they call it the IL now, sir.
Yeah, could you please not? You got to be politically correct on this freaking.
Look, dude, and in Fortnite and the tournaments, they don't say they killed the person; they say they eliminated them. I'm not for that. Like, look,
is eliminated nicer, dude? Just let me ask that: is eliminated nicer than killed?
Decapitated, I think, is the best way to say it.
It's less violent. Like, look, I'm progressively liberal in a lot of ways, but
you're playing Fortnite, for crying out loud. You can handle somebody dying. You have to kill him yourself.
I am drawing the line here. Like I said, progressively liberal in most things, but I'm going to call it the disabled list because they are in fact disabled by every definition of disabled. They are disabled. It's not called the retard list, right? Like
right. Yeah, that would. They know they're disabled. They know that they are. I don't know.
All right. Well, after you took Abreu, we had Gary Sanchez, Luis Castillo, then Clayton Kershaw and Ryu back to back. That's interesting. Two different guys. That guy took Clayton, and Lenny took Ryu. Meckered with Joey Gallo, Yasiel Puig after that, Charlie Morton, Patrick Corbin, Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, JT Realmuto, and Noah Syndergaard. So we've had our first two catchers go, and still a few quality arms on the board. Any surprises in here so far? Anybody you want to, nag on that wasn't auto-drafted?
No, I mean, I think those all kind of made sense. The one guy that I think should be coming up, and I feel safe talking about it because I know Andrea's not going to go after it because she can't afford to pick up another arm, but I think Matt Boyd is a guy that you could probably take in this area as a pitcher if you needed him. He should kind of grade out to be around here.
And should be traded to a contender at some point, you would think.
Do you think that he's this good?
Yeah, I mean, look, his run prevention has been there. He has the quality starts. He has the strikeout stuff. And, is he a top-level arm? I don't think so. But, I mean, is he a solid 2 or 3 starter? Absolutely. I think absolutely he is.
I just have a problem with his history. Like, I guess I question whether or not he could go from what he was over the past 4 years to what he is, and which is the outlier, I guess, because I think that a big mistake we make is trusting in the outlier. We trust in that one season where they actually are doing something. I'm not going to dog on Matt Boyd because I think he's pitching very good, and all of his underlying stats, I think they are pretty much in line with what he's doing. There's like nothing that shocks me by just looking at his stats. I just don't trust him because I've never seen him pitch below like a 4.50.
So let's talk about this.
Big run on pitchers here real quick as we're going to keep up with the draft. Syndergaard went after Realmuto, then Jose Barrios, then Lucas Giolito. Ken